Hey everyone, it's Vince here. Welcome back to another review. Ladies and gentlemen, today I am reviewing Arc8. Arc8 is now officially in full release form where we get to finally earn some money by playing games and competing against other players across the world. Now, I have to say everyone, since my first video on Arc8 with just mining the GMEE tokens, the price went from around 22 cents to almost 40 cents due to its release, which is crazy to me. So at the moment, thanks to you guys out there helping me mine those tokens, I managed to get around 5 GMEE tokens. That allowed me to actually start playing this application when it went live. So I really do appreciate that, guys. And by the way, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you double check your comments as well, as YouTube is actually deleting comments without my permission, by the way, on its own. So keep that in mind when you leave a comment on my video to make sure it actually stays. Now that Arc8 is actually live, I can tell you all about it, guys, since I have been playing it for the last few hours, and I have to say, I absolutely am having a blast on it. Seriously, everyone. The whole concept is we wager our GMEE tokens against other players, and whoever wins gets to keep the tokens. I mean, I guess you can technically look at it as like a gambling application, but it does also have a free credits section where you can actually earn free credits to actually play with practice matches, and they give you out the free credits every single day, multiple times a day. Now, the thing is, I am yet to see a way that you guys can earn money with the free credits, but I'm sure that they're going to give you tournaments soon, because I did read on the application that apparently you can use the free credits for tournaments eventually. Now, I just hope that they reward you guys with the GMEE tokens, okay? But for now, I have some tokens thanks to you guys out there helping me mine them, as I said. So really, I was able to experience every single one of these games. Just remember as well, everyone, Arc8 features tournaments that will reward you with GMEE tokens. So not only can you win by versing other players on a normal match, but then you can enter tournaments where the prize pool is hundreds of these GMEE tokens that have to be split between players. So if you ever want to try and win serious amount of tokens, make sure to enter each of the tournaments. You will need to buy in with a small amount of tokens, like 1 or 0.5 tokens as an entry fee, but then you have to try and get the best score to get the most amount out of the prize pool. I have some favorite games, and I have some games I really did not do well at. And the thing is, every time I lose a game, I lose GMEE tokens. So that's something to keep in mind here, okay? You're not only just going to be playing practice games forever. Eventually, you want to start versing other players for money. And I have to say, I had a good time, and I also had a bad time, because there were some apps, as I said, I excelled at, and some I didn't. And it ended up costing me. Now, after signing up on Arc8, everyone, you will then be greeted to the main screen. This is where you'll find a majority of the applications you can actually either earn the free credits on, or you can earn GMEE tokens on by versing other players. That's right, everyone. Just remember, you practice against other players as well, not robots. And you can also wager your free credits. So for the people that don't want to spend real life money, this will be exactly up your alley, okay? Now, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the Play tab. As I said, this is the home page. Next to that, you also have the Activity tab, where you can track all your progress throughout Arc8. Now, I found myself checking the Activity tab all the time, because the thing is, when you verse players, it actually does not update instantly all the time. And the reason for that is because the other players actually have to finish their matches as well. So what I mean by that, if me and you start a match at the same time and we verse each other, okay, what will end up happening is either of us will finish at the same time, where the results will be instant, or I'll finish first, but then I'll have to actually wait for you to finish the match as well. Then the results go live. So even if I rush through a game, it doesn't mean that I'm actually going to win the game. It all depends on who generates the more score. And that's tallied up at the end of the match, obviously. So even though you can rush through games, I wouldn't recommend it, guys. I would focus on the practicing of these apps first. Then I would risk betting GMEE tokens against players. And I would also mainly stick to one application or maybe two applications to get really good at. before you start challenging people for real life money, okay? I chose Asteroids personally, and I absolutely loved Asteroids. I found myself winning almost all the matches on Asteroids once I started to play it regularly. And I'm talking against other players as well, everyone, for real money, not the practice tokens. And of course, the last tab is the wallet tab as well, where you'll find all your currency for GMEE tokens. This is where, of course, you'll see the amount, and you can actually withdraw your tokens on another crypto platform. I personally have not tested the withdrawal method, but I'm confident that it's going to be real, everyone, with how many people are playing it, okay? Like, this app is so full right now. It is crazy to see, and it makes me happy in a way, because I've never seen an application like this before where you can wager cryptocurrency. It's pretty sweet, especially against other players. I did see there was like a fee of sorts though when you withdraw your GMEE tokens. I'm not too sure if that scales with how many tokens you're withdrawing at the same time, but for the amount of tokens that I had, which was about 5 or 6 at the time of this recording, I think it was 0.01 GMEE token fee. Now, in regards to the variety of games that you have available in Arc8, the thing is, the variety itself is pretty good, I have to say. It's mostly either hazard survival type of applications where obviously you have to try and avoid getting hit by things for as long as possible to try and beat the other player while earning the most score. Or you have the card games such as Solitaire or even Blackjack, funny enough, and Texas Hold'em style of games. But this is the thing. You don't want to end up getting into gambling your GMEE tokens without feeling confident first. As I stated before, everyone, it's not a nice feeling when you end up losing most of your balance on one single game. What I would recommend, and this is something you probably don't know, which I'll tell you now, there are different brackets of betting or wagering that you can do against other players. The thing is, guys, I would recommend heavily here to start off with the most basic wagering of GMEE tokens if you are to get into this. So 0.18, I'm fairly sure, is the basic level of entry for most of these applications. The next one up, if I can remember, is about a 1.80 wager. This is where you start getting into the you know what you're doing phase of the application, where you're willing to stake quite a bit of GMEE. Of course, this depends on your balance. If you're depositing thousands of GMEE, 1.8 is nothing to you. But for someone like me that only has about 5 or 6 GMEE tokens, that's heaps. So I'm trying to really be safe with my balance, and I feel like a lot of you guys out there will be in the same boat as me, probably sticking to the 0.18 wagering system. The next one under that though is the highly risky, and you're going up probably against people that are serious, 4.50 GMEE stake. This is where things get heated, everyone, and it's the most highest tier right now that I can see that you can actually wager on Arc8. I did not have the guts to do this, but maybe someone out there will, okay? You let me know in the comments section below. I only won one single game of Asteroids for 1.8 GMEE tokens, which I'm very proud about, because I was on quite a losing streak for a while on the 0.18 staking system, everyone. Let me just tell you something as well. These games are hard, okay? If you are used to playing hyper casual games or games where you have to avoid the hazards, you will excel with Arc8. Me, on the other hand, I don't really play hyper casual games. I play games where you really take your time. As I said, I like Blackjack. So it's very interesting to see how you can maybe earn heaps of money if you're a fan of these casual type hazard games. Just like you can wager GMEE tokens, you can also wager your practice credits. Now, these practice credits are needed to pretty much play anything at a bare minimum level. So you're going to have to get them by signing on to the application a couple of times a day, everyone, because yes, this application, as I said at the start, does reward you with free practice credits every day from what I can see. Now, the best feeling is trying to build up as many practice credits as you can. You can wager currently 3 different tiers of betting for the practice credits. You have the basic 2 credit wager, then you have a 9 credit wager, then you have an 18 credit wager, which I personally like using because they're only practice credits, so who cares really? And when you win, you want to try and win as many credits as you can. See, if this was GMEE tokens, I wouldn't do this, guys, but the fact that it's just practice practice credits, I don't really care. You can also see the activity of the world, by the way, guys. Like, literally, you can see how many of these GMEE tokens are being won in real time. This application right now is getting hammered, but who knows where it's going to be in a few years or even a few months. Maybe the popularity will start to die down. I doubt it though, and I'm very interested to see what the future holds for Arc8. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, by the way, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you learnt a bit about Arc8 from this video. Please remember, wager safe out there. Do what I do if you're not comfortable with betting really online, and that's just wager a few of your little tokens here and there when you're bored, and do the minimum wagering. If you're not comfortable at all, just please use the practice tokens. You don't risk any money, okay? It's as simple as that. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe out there. I'll catch you all in the next video 1 to 2 days, and I might see you out in Arc8 one day, potentially. See you around, everyone.